the Chargers going to be going left to right on the radio dial. Here it is. And boom, this game's going to start. He does a little worm burner. It's going to hit, and he's going to follow its way all the way into the end zone if it gets there, and it does. It hit on about the 20 and rolled all the way to the end zone.
All the way here in high school football, when it goes to the end zone, it's an automatic dead ball and will come out to the 20.
Now, the opening kickoffs are always brought to us by Twin Peaks, who invite you to kick off your weekend with the best eats, drinks, and scenic views in Southwest Florida. They got all the lineup of college and NFL games. The game of the week, I think, this week is that Alabama-LSU game, and I think I'll be at Twin Peaks making sure that I'm catching all the action there. All right, first down, and let's see what the Panthers come out. They're coming out in trips right. They're moving right to left on the radio down. They got single receiver left, shotgun, and a sidecar right behind him. Now they're going to go motion to deuces, handoff just up the middle, and he's going to get 5. No, it looks like he had some yards. He got pushed back. What's he end up there?
He's going to end up getting 2 yards.
Wow.
That's Michael Linnett Jr., number 1. Keep pulling off quick 2 yards. They're going to go in no huddle here, Joe.
And look, they're going very tight formation. 2 wings, 2 tight ends. Quarterback and shotgun, and they're going to just try to take it around the end on a sweep. Look at the pursuit, and boom, they're going to try to get him just enough. He's going to make it past the 25-yard line.
Joe, that was Linnett Jr., and he was led down the line by Lucas Dennison, who's actually the guard. Actually was a pulling guard, and he followed him through the line, and he picks up 5 yards. So we're going to have 3rd and about 4, Joe.
And it looks like we have a boo-boo here. Somebody's down on the Panther side. Looks like he got his ankle stepped on. But it was a tight formation, double wing formation, double tight end. It looked like it was going to be a power up the middle, and they decided to do a Green Bay sweep to the left-hand side.
And Davidson pulled, and Linnett followed right behind him. It was a great lead block for him all the way downfield.
Now, there's a lineman down on the field. Like I said, I think he got stepped on. Who's the number? Can we catch a number on the player?
I can't see. He's kind of, sitting up scrunched. They're holding him up. It looks like it looks like they're working on his knee, and I'm not sure if he didn't, as he came back, coming this way, I think he turned and then he fell. It was kind of towards the end of the play.
Yeah, it was weird. He was away from the action, too. He's on the right side of the field, and the action was on the left side of the field. Catch that number. It looks like he's okay. He's gingerly walking off.
That's number 68. That's going to be Hitzler.
And he's a big kid, and they need their big kids because they're playing against some big kids in the form of the Chargers tonight. Look at the size of that defense.
I think he just got up. He's a big boy himself, probably 275.
Oh, yeah.
They really did a great job against Fort Myers moving the ball. So these boys are ready.
Can history repeat itself? All right, so it's 3rd down and a long 3. They're going to go motion right. He's going to hit that motion guy out in the flats, down by his feet, and he just didn't connect.
That was a pass intended from Shed to Kobe Moore out in the flat, and he was open. It's going to bring up 4th and 4. Joe, that was a catchable pass. I know it was around the knees. If you can touch it, you can catch it. I think if he would have caught it, he would have picked up 4 to 5 more yards.
That's what my dad always told me. If it hit your hands, you should catch it. It hit his hands, even though it was down by his knees. He was running away from the ball in the flat because he put him in motion. Tough catch, but it was catchable.
I think they're going to be just fine from what I've seen here, and they're moving the ball just fine. So a little nerves to get that out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, it's a rugby to right kick, and he just gets away. He kind of faked it. He was going to fake the punt, and he ends up rugby kicking style, and it goes to what 50-yard line?
No, down to about the 35, down to the 35-yard. Joe, what he was trying to do is keep it out of the hands of the back. The return man, because we know they're fast. So I think he was just trying to make it look like kind of a fake. He could have made it, though, I believe. If he would have turned up the gas, he probably would have made a first down, but he was able to get it away opposite side hash and to get it down to the 35-yard line. So
they snapped it back to him 15 yards deep, and he kicked that ball about 5 yards deep, if you think about it. He ran that far up to the line of scrimmage. I think you're right, though. If he would have kept on going, Rhodes would have probably killed him, but he would have hugged him to it on the sideline because he would have got the first down. All right, so here comes the Chargers. First play of the game for them, first series. It's going to be a swing pass right. No, it's a double pass. Now he's going to pull it down and run it, and nothing there. Oh, it's a horse collar tackle. Here comes the flag.
Yep, that pass was out to number 1.
Wait a minute, they called that. They called it against the Panthers.
There must have been holding out there. I thought it was the horse collar on number 30, but no, they're not going to call that. Number 30 would have been Battle, but that was a hold.
That's weird. Now, what they did is they came out on Deuce's right, and, the Panthers are known for their running attack. They're getting 200 yards plus a game, and they usually grind it. They came out and passed on the first play. So there's a wrinkle.
That's going to put them 10 yards deep, so they're going to start out with
2nd and 20.
Yeah.
Is that a spot foul, or is that going to be from the line of scrimmage?
It's a spot foul, so it's going to be back even farther, back to the 22-yard line.
Wait. So they're coming out in a tight trips right, single receiver to left-hand side, shotgun, and they're going to give that little sidecar, and he's hit immediately. I mean, he got the handoff and got drilled. Oh, Panthers fans are going a little crazy here.
That stop was made by number 7, McCleary. He was right in the backfield, Joe. No, got back to the line of scrimmage. As a matter of fact, they're going to lose 3 yards on the play back to, looks like right around the 19-yard line.
Wow, and that's not a good start for the Chargers. But Panthers are going a little bit crazy here. They had a penalty given to them, and now there's a minus yardage on that play.
Let's see if Coyer can, number 2, can get out of the backfield.
Still that tight trips right formation, shotgun. He's looking that way. No, he's going single man receiver, back door, throwing up the rainbow. Can he get under it? No, incomplete. Good run. They're stride by stride, running down the left hash.
Pass was intended for Stephan Meas, way deep, Joe. We know the quarterback here has an arm.
Yeah.
But man, he was overthrew him by 5 yards.
And it was just man-to-man coverage. He was testing. He says, "Can my athlete outrun your athlete?" And he tested him, and he didn't win that time. That was very good coverage. So 3rd down in a bundle. 3rd down, 25 plus. Boy, that's a lot of yards they got to pick up here, don't they?
Yeah, Rowley, number 3, Rowley for the Chargers is the starting quarterback here. They are going to have to go deep here with 3rd and Marco Island.
I got to see a screen pass come. It's that trips right again. Now they're going to check to the sideline. The play clock is down to timeout. Delay of game, excuse me. So now that's going to move it back even more. Boy, so instead of Marco Island, it's 3rd and Key West. Oy vey. I think there's a little crossing pattern underneath to give it to a guy and let him run in space, or some kind of a little.
This is 3rd and 32, Joe. Almost impossible in high school football.
Let's see. All right, now they're going to motion that inside trips guy. That zigzag pad. He's going to come back where he was, and they're going to look that direction. Quarterback dodges a man, and he's going to go on the left-hand side. He's found some room, but he's not going to get much. He picks up a block and gets it out to about the 25 original line of scrimmage, give or take.
Rowley is barely going to get back just past the original line of scrimmage, Joe.
If that.
And, unless he's got a leg, this Cypress Lake Panther team is going to get some great field position, probably around the 40.
And here comes the punt team, and they're doing motion with the inside guy. And they're that little gunner. He gets it off. It's a high kick. He's going to fair catch it at about the 42-yard line. That's where he's going to take over for the Panthers.
Dionato back right at, let's see where they're going to mark this, Joe. They're going to mark it at the 43-yard line.
Yeah.
So call for a fair catch. It looked like if he would have dropped that would have been catch interference because they were not within the 5 yards.
Yeah,
so,
the halo rule was there. They could have nailed him.
Yeah.
But look what the Panthers defense do on the first series. They just stuffed them. They had 2 stuffs. They had a penalty help them out. They gave the quarterback a little bit of a run for his life on that last play. So I tell you what, Panthers came out smoking.
Number 68, Hetzel, back in the game after his injury.
Panthers have the ball 1st down, moving right to left. They got trips left. They're going to go motion, and they have a quad that way. He's looking for a little bubble pass. He picks it up. He's going to run with it. Nothing. Very good defensive, let's say, rally to the ball. There's nothing on that play.
Lynette's going to pick up nothing on that. I thought maybe he had a loss there. That's why I said that. I was waiting to see where the spot is, and yes, he's going to lose 1 yard on that play. Very good coverage by number 14 for the Chargers, Dunham.
Well, they kind of telegraphed. They had trips that way, they motioned that way, and they threw it that way. Now they're going trips. They're going to do a fake a jet sweep, come back up the middle with a middle run, makes a spin, gets it out to about the 44.
Lynette's going to pick up 3 yards on the play, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 9, Joe, from the 45, right around the 45-yard line.
I'd say 44.
44?
We're 44 and a half.
44 and a half.
All right, here we go. Third down. Can he get converted? He got him out in the flat, and he overthrew, but there's a flag on the play. It looks like it's a hold situation because it's that area of the field.
3 guys on one guy laying on the ground. I believe this is going to be the hold going back. It'll be a spot foul
I would decline
44.
it, though. I would decline it. Make him punt it. Here's the hold. He's going to go against Penn. Let's decline it and then make him punt the ball.
Right, because he'll do the 4. It'll turn over on downs.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to decline it, make them punt.
A nice defensive series by the Chargers.
Must be a head coach in the house.
I've been doing this once or twice. You got to decline that. Now it's 4th and 9. Let's see if that little rugby-style kicker, if he sees an opening now on that little crazy the way he does it, if it opens up. I would bring the rush off the left-hand side. But here's the punt formation. He's going to go that direction again. Oh, he just gets it away. They did bring the rush that side. It's going to hit on about the 30, and it's rolling. They're going to drop it dead right around the 20-ish yard line, 21 maybe.
Sam Martin for the Chargers thought he was going to run up and get it. It took a really high bounce, and he backed up, and then it took a Panthers bounce of 6 more yards, taking it right down to the 20. So another good kick, rugby kick as you were calling it, for the Panthers, putting them back deep right at the 20. So really no loss, no gain, no loss here, putting them back deep again, Joe.
You see they brought the rush off of his punting right-hand side, so they brought the defensive rush off the left just to try to stuff him a little bit, and they were successful. All right, shotgun, handoff up the middle. Boy, I tell you what, there's nothing there. That's a family reunion tackle by the Panthers. Everybody and their grandmother made that hit.
That was a family pride of there. Running the ball looked like number 9, Pierre, and that's who we were talking about before, over 100 yards per game.
About 16, he's doing it. And that's their bread and butter play right there. Now they're coming out in deuces right and left, shotgun, sidecar left. Long count, trying to draw him off sides, not working. He's going back to pass, trying to hit the out guy. It's overthrown, there's nothing there.
Pass was intended out in the flat for Mias again, but overthrew him. It's like the timing's a little off here. I think they're a little shook by what happened in the first series. Hands on the hip, and you can really see it with him. 4 players out there right now with hands on their hips, and not a good sign if you're a Charger fan.
I know. All right, so now it's 3rd down and 10. Trips right, split left, shotgun, sidecar right. They're going to fake the handoff, come back with a bubble screen to the trip side. He puts a curl on it. He does a spin, but no, pursuit just says, not today, sit down.
Pass was caught by Mias, but immediately attacked by Kobe Moore of Cypress Lake and just pummeled him. And he got it back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be...
That's 4th down. Here's a bunny situation.
Should be a 4th down. Yeah. The box says 3, but
no, it's 4th.
It's 4th.
Here's a kick. Boom. It's a high kick. It's going to hit on about the 50-yard line and bounce. You better get away from that. And it's going to die, just like when you're trying to do an approach shot in golf, and it just hits by the pin and zips back. That's what happened.
So we got some laundry back at the 20.
I think you know what it was. It was motion. They had their motion guy on the offense, the return team, and he was motioning in towards the line of scrimmage. And then as the ball was snapped, he moved prematurely forward.
It's going to be a false start. And if I'm Ricky Rhodes, I take the ball right where it lays. I do not make them punt that ball again. That's right at the 50-yard line.
You think?
No.
Let's see here. Maybe go for the block. I don't know.
It is a little windy. I've got to say the wind's picked up here right before game time as this little rain shower went through, and you can see the jerseys and some of the towels moving around. So I wonder if that really affected the punt.
They're going to make him bring it back. Now think about it.
If that affected by the wind, that would bring him up to about the 40 because he only was about a 30-yard kick, if that.
Now also think it's a wet ball, so is the snap going to be good in a high school field? Think about that in a high school football. I hold my breath every time that we punt. And in fact, that's why I don't punt that much. I hate punting. Here's a snap. It's a bad snap, and he gets it away. Oh, he just gets it away, and it's a shank.
Now we've got more flags. We're going to have another false start.
Now there's a shank. Now think about it. So Ricky would have been right on that. It went out of bounds on the 40-yard line. He would have picked up 10. They're going to bring it again and make him kick it one more time because it's that.
Joe, I send everybody. You're going to get the ball down at the 10. If you can force them, just bring everybody. Because if they force that and it rolls, where's it going to roll to? It's probably going to roll.
Field.
Yeah, it's a dead field.
But if you're rough the kicker, you got problems.
Don't rough the kicker, just lay off.
There's the motion again, and there's the kick. He gets it. Whoa, he shanks it again. He's going to shank off his foot to the right-hand side of the 35-yard line.
34 and a half is where they're going to mark that. Or he marked it right at the 35.
Yep. So you picked up 15 yards on the shanks and the penalty. So here we go.
There you go. And then they did nothing but move the ball by penalties. So good job by Ricky. Don't listen to me. Not a head coach, but it was. They had great field position at the 50. If you would have seen where they were at, it was dead smack center in the thing. No huddle offense, Joe.
They got stacked deuces right and left. That's a man on the line of scrimmage and a guy right behind him. So they do this to try to nullify a man-to-man situation because, who do you got? First guy in or first guy out, inside guy, outside guy. So it's a pretty good stack. And they're going to throw it out to the deuces. But no, he shakes the tackler. And it was like a little bubble screen to the left-hand side. Might have got a yard.
He's going to pick up 2 yards on that. And that's going to be Kobe Moore out in the flat. Going back to that no-huddle offense again. Shed, calling the play, reading the hand signals.
And it's stacked deuces. Guy in the line of scrimmage, guy right behind him. Shotgun formation with a back right behind the quarterback. They're going to hand it off to the back. No, they're going to pretend. No, they hand it off to that back, and he is just stuffed. Nothing there at all.
He kind of waddled. It was kind of a sidestep down the thing. Lynette just didn't have it together to come down the side.
There's no hole.
No hole there. So he's going to lose 4 yards, Joe.
God.
So it's going to be 3rd and 13, excuse me.
I like the formation they're in, but what I like to see out there is like a little quick slant, not the bubble, because the bubble puts you behind the line of scrimmage, and the pursuit of Miami and the Chargers is just too fast. All right, here we go again, back to pass. He steps up, and he's brought down. There's a first sack of the night for the Panthers, against the Panthers, and the Chargers come up strong.
That was the sack was called by number 8, Kenny Wallace of the Chargers, and that's going to put him back another 10 yards. No, so it's going to be 4th and 19, Joe. Wow. But this is going to put the Chargers super deep, probably back into the 10.
You got to kick it out of bounds.
5 and the 10, and they got to kick it out of bounds.
I'd kick it. Run the left hash. You got to kick it to left hash and try to kick it out of bounds. Let's see if he does that. He's a righty kicker.
Edgar St. Martin, and this one shanked right in there. It's going to come down right at the 30 and take a Charger bounce.
Step on that.
Wow. Bounced at the 30 and came back to the 36-yard line.
That was horrible. That was a 0-yard gauge of punts. Think about it. You might as well have won for it on 4th and 10.
We're going to have a water break here with 5:03 left to go here in the first quarter.
They're taking a break. We'll take a break, too. So keep it tuned right here to 99.3 ESPN. Fighters just battling it out here. Defensively, just stuffing both offenses. And now it looks like the Chargers from North Miami Beach are going to get the ball and just hand up the middle. But he's going to try to pop around the end, showing some shuking and jiving, probably for the best run of the night so far, and gets it passed over the 40-yard line.
And that's going to be number 9, Keon Pierre, going to pick up 5 yards there, Joe. So 2nd and 5 right from the 40.
I know. It takes 2 or 3 series to get your mojo back. You got to feel out the other team, find out the guy in front of you, what he's all about, what his technique is, how strong is he, and this is where I think they got to cash in. Deuce is right. Quarterback is 2 sidecars. He's going to hand off to one of them. Nice. Comes through the line of scrimmage and just says, Nice little piercing move and tackles it for about 3 yards.
That was Pierre brought down by McCleary right in the backfield, and you're going to have another hold on the Chargers.
I decline it because now it brings up 3rd down instead of 2nd down.
Right.
So I decline it.
And you got a good feel. I totally agree. You're at the 35-yard line. Turn that down because what's the worst case scenario? If they punt like they have been, you're still going to get the ball at the 40 on a shank.
And don't give them another down is where I'm coming from, because right now it's 3rd and long rather than 2nd and 14. So it's still going to be a little bit.
He's going to take it.
He took it. Let's see. It's probably a 15-yarder. That's why. Yeah.
10 yards.
Okay, well, they gave an extra play. Let's see if the extra play hurts him or not. So now it's going to be 2nd down and about 20 instead of 3rd down and about 10. So, okay, all right, I'm with you, Ricky. I'm with you.
Either way, I think they're okay on this play.
I hate to give them an extra play, though, with the athletes they have.
Exactly.
All right, so you got Deuces right and left. Shotgun. He's going back to pass. He's looking for the flat pattern. Oh, it's a hit. Immediately it touched his hands, and he had a supreme collision there. There's no way he's holding on to that ball.
That was intended for Dunham, but brought down by number 30, and I've called his name all right. all night. Kendall Battle, big hit, and the ball just came out of his hand, met contact the same time he caught the ball, Joe. Big collision.
Busted him half. Thank God we got J.R. Garcia at Supreme Collision as a sponsor, because he busted up his shoulder pads, busted his helmet on that. He took it to Supreme Collision, will get it fixed up and hit back in the action real fast, and he's back in the action. So you got trips right on a 3rd and 20 situation. Single to the left. He's looking to the left-hand side. Oh, and he gets drilled again. Defenses have come to play tonight, boy. There's the Panthers bring him down for a major loss.
Joe, that was number 25 coming through the line, and that's Dionato. And Dionato just got flagged for excessive celebration in the backfield.
But I think he came off a blitz. He's one of those linebackers. He came off the outside corner, snuck around, and came through clean and just drilled him.
He was.
That's all I can
Joe,
say.
all I got to say is I don't believe that call. A kid makes a great play. He's running backwards. He's cheering with his team, and you flag a kid on one of the biggest hits of the night, putting him back 15 yards. It doesn't help. You got to let the kids have some fun. Unless he was talking and we can't see that, but it didn't look like it. He was just cheering, turning around, running.
So that's going to give him a first down on an unsportsmanlike? I don't think so.
It's going to be. They're going to have to punt. It's only going to bring them up. They're still going to be. It's going to be 4th and 14.
Yeah, and Ricky Rose.
4th and 14 or 4th and 13 from here.
And he patted him on the head and said, "Hey, look, you made a good play, but just keep your enthusiasm down a little bit because these refs are a little bit tight."
Now let's go play. And they're not local refs. These are from out of the area because it's a state playoff game.
Oh, they're going to call a timeout. All right, so Panthers going to call a timeout. We'll call a timeout too. Keep it tuned right here to a 0-0 ball game on 99.3 ESPN. For the Chargers, he's back. Good snap, gets it away. Good boot on that one. It's high enough, I can tell you that. Fair catch it. He's going to bring it down. They're going to spot this. Where are they going? Right about the 32-yard line, give or take an inch. So now the Panthers got to make something happen. Now they showed a little bit of life for the Chargers, and then they shot themselves in the foot with a couple of, let's just say, blocking breakdowns, and then here comes the heat. And they had a couple sacks against them. Now the Panthers are going to come out, again, right to left on the radio dial, and that I call it a stacked deuces. So there's a guy in line of scrimmage, a person right behind him. Going left-hand side, they fake the bubble, and then they showed out to the bubble, and there it is. He gets away from one tackler and might have picked up a couple.
They're going to mark him out right at the original line of scrimmage, Joe. Maybe lost about a half yard.
Think about it. They throw the ball on that bubble screen. I don't like it because you're 5 yards deep when you catch the ball, and you got to run up 5 yards just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Go downfield, guys. Come on.
They're playing way up. There is no safety deep. I believe you could get somebody out of the backfield here. You can get downfield.
And here we go, just a sweep to the right-hand side. They had tight formation that time. It seems like every time they go to a double wing, double tight end, you would think they're trying to power the ball, but they decide to go around the end to the right-hand side on a Green Bay sweep, and didn't get much there either.
Shed Linnett Jr. back to the original line of scrimmage. Is going to be 3rd and 10. Not much here for Linnett. They're going to have to, mix up the running backs like we saw against Fort Myers, and they haven't done much of anything but the same 3 or 4 plays at this point.
They got to throw the ball downfield. They keep on doing these bubble passes. I wonder if somebody's hurt, or I don't get it.
The middle's open. You can see it. It's right there.
Now they're motioning to trips left. Back to pass. Oh, he evades the rush, but not that time. He got rid of one guy, tried to make it back to the line of scrimmage, got brought down from behind. And it looks like, the reason why they're not throwing the ball is because nobody's open. They had great coverage that time on the Chargers.
Captain Seraphine, number 72 for the Chargers, made a nice tackle upfield, loss of a yard. So it's going to be 4th and 11, and they're going to force Savoy to kick it again, deep.
All right, Kyrie, let's see what you got. Keep it away from us, all I got to say. This kid's an athlete. He's going to be kicking from his own 30-yard line. The return man's on his 35. Let's see who's going to win this battle of the kick.
Punting into the wind. Something's happened here. I don't know exactly what.
Is it a play clock?
I don't know. Savoy's kind of running off the field with the referee, so I'm not sure why.
He doesn't have his mouthpiece?
He's got his mouthpiece. I don't understand what they're.
Does he have a shield on his helmet? Maybe that's the situation. But he looks like he's upset about something.
Yeah, but he's got everything he needs. I don't understand why he's not able to punt the ball. He's holding his mouthpiece. No, he's holding his mouthpiece.
Maybe his helmet was off last play. Here's a rugby-style kicker. Oh, did they rough him? No, he kicks it away, and it goes out of bounds. Boy, I tell you, they're not doing too well kicking that, I can guarantee you that.
Neither team. That's going to go they're going to mark that right at the 47, Joe.
And that's the 47 of the Panthers. That's maybe a 10-yard kick. Oy vey.
I'm watching Savoy on the sideline, and I don't know what he's actually saying he did, but they're looking at something on his uniform. But he's got his mouthpiece in his hand, and
does he have
got
a face
shoe
mask
on
with a shield on it? Because sometimes they get upset about that.
No, he's got nothing. I don't see really anybody that doesn't have anything that's non-clear.
All right. Well, here's a great field position for the Chargers. They're going to start on the 49-yard line of the Panthers. Panthers are lining up there. They move back. He was lining up offsides. They're going to do a bubble pass right. Thrown out there, and he maybe got away from the guy. One more spin, he would have had it, but if he got a yard, he's lucky.
St. Martin just got back to the original line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd and 10, Joe. They're not really able to move the ball against this Cypress Lake defense. They've done some great scouting and bringing up from the backfield here. You got Kendall Battle, and then you've also brought up Mathis, and then they're playing like a 2-safety deep with Kobe Moore kind of hanging out in the middle.
Yep. Deuces right and left. They're going to go motion to trips to the wide side of the field left. Come back against the grain with a little running back trap. And again, there's just a defensive surge that there's no holes opening up for that running back to run. And another late flag.
Pierre
just thrown.
Pierre just, picked up 3 yards, but
was that a flag? Look, he threw that.
Something's going on in the middle. There's a lot of verbiage going on, I think, because that's what the umpire's talking about here. But we got to let the kids play a little bit. There's going to be this is a dogfight.
And it could be a warning. Just warn both the coaches. Hey, coaches, tell your kids
run to one side, tell them to shut up, and
Yeah.
next one, either force an injection or something. But you got to do something. You just can't be flagging them for talking. I mean, they're gonna all linemen talk.
Oh, you have to talk a little bit.
I love being my favorite position when I was doing some college ball, Division II and Division III stuff was an umpire, and I just loved in there the battle. I mean, we trash talk as umpires back. I was teasing about socks or shoes or whatever, and they're gonna mark this off. I hate to see this.
I'd like to see it an offsetting, but it looks like they're gonna move back.
They're gonna move it back. It looks like it's on the Chargers, so.
Well, if it's a cheap shot or something at the end of the pile where somebody shoved somebody or pushed somebody, it looks like that's what it probably was. We just didn't see it in the booth.
I've not seen a call by what that's going to be.
And, the white hat is saying they moved it back, but they're not telling us what's going on. And hold on, they're bringing in the entire officiating crew, and I think they're going to have a conversation about this right now. And they're telling people maybe, hey, are we calling this too tight, or are we telling these guys, go warn the coaches right now to calm their kids down? But I've never seen this. Have you ever seen this where they bring together the entire crew?
No, I have
stop
not.
The game, and they're all meeting right now over the ball, over the line of scrimmage. And I think they're having conversations with both sides, both coaches, both captains on each side of the ball, and I think they're kind of warning them, hey, guys, let's clean it up a little bit.
So bring up 3rd down here.
That hurt because they were in Panther territory. 1st down. Now they're all the way back on their own.
3rd and 21, Joe.
On their own 38-yard line. He's back to pass. He's looking for a little flat pattern. He catches it, gets it out to about the 47-yard line.
Still going to be in the negative yardage. That was number Mias on the catch, but it's only going to bring him up about 12 yards, Joe, but it's going to be 4th and 14 from the 48-yard line.
Yeah. There's the snap. There's the punt. It's a high punt. He's got a lot of altitude, but he doesn't have any distance on it. Let's see if it gets a good roll. Rolling. That's going to stop right around 29-yard line, give or take, and that's where the Panthers are going to take
be down to the 24, Joe.
24.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit more roll than I thought it would.
And they're going to come out with no huddle. Again, that was a very quick no huddle by the Chargers.
Now there's about 38 seconds to go before the quarter, and I just got to see Shed open up here a little bit. They're going to come out and trips right. That is the short side of the field. They have a wide side of the field, one receiver. I'd like to see them throw it downfield. Now they're going to motion the deuces on each side. They're man-to-man coverage. They're playing them straight up. Oh, it is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Is that an interception?
No, it was knocked down. It fell right in front of him.
That was close. He went out to the flats, and as he released it, it was tipped at the line of scrimmage, went up in the air about 20 feet, and just fell to the ground before a Charger could pounce on it.
Everybody was running backwards in the backfield, and by the time anybody got to it, it was, it took a dead ball, just dead.
Trips left, shotgun. Here comes the heat. They're faking blitz on the Charger side. They're going to slow him down a little bit, have a longer count. They may change it up a little bit. Now he's going to, again, look out. There was a bubble. He's got a bubble to the outside. He's got to the 30-yard line. Here comes pursuit. He gets past the 35.
Great job by Kyrie Savoy after being taken out kicking. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and pick up their first down.
Is that the first down they're going to get?
I think so.
I think probably for any team. This has been just a defensive struggle.
So it's going to be at the 35, no huddle.
Tight trips left. Definite running formation. And then the quarterback just gets the ball, comes to that tight trip side. It's kind of like a wing with two tight ends, and he goes into the sidelines, gets knocked out of bounds.
Shed was followed through the line by Tony Ivikwe. And then number 58, Dennison again on the pulling guard. He was able to pick up 3 yards.
All right, so that'll come out trips right, spread it out again. Looking towards the sideline.
And now we're at the end of the first quarter.
That's going to be the quarter. What a game here. I'm glad we're at this game. We picked a good one. The score is 0-0. And keep tuned right here if you want to hear more on 99.3 ESPN.
ESPN 99.3. Any rebroadcast or retelevising of this game is prohibited by law, and thanks to the cooperation of the Florida High School Athletic Association and our partnership to bring you some of the best high school football across the state of Florida.
Yeah, baby. Go get it, Florida High School Athletic Association. All right, so now started the second quarter, 0-0. It's first down, and the Chargers are going to take it on about their own 38-yard line. Little slant pattern over the middle. Oh. In and out of the hands.
In and out of the hands of Dionato, and almost help picked off by number 13, Avila, but it was just tipped.
All right, so that's going to bring up a what? Third down?
3rd and 7, Joe.
So the Panthers got to cash in on this. They got to make something happen here.
Look at that big hole right there. Pop it right there
again. Back to pass again. He's going to throw it out to the flat. Looks like he caught it. First down. He's right by the sticks. Come on, baby. Move the sticks.
That's going to be caught by number 81, Austin Bryant, out in the flat. And they're back under center, ready to go.
Nice. I like this fast pace. Keep on their heels. Trips right, split left, shotgun, sidecar right. He's going to hand it to sidecar. No, throws it out to the little bubble pass. He finally got a block that he was looking for all night. Gets past midfield and is pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. And there we go. We're in a little bit of Charger territory.
Savoy caught the ball and was followed through the line by Joe Dionato, who led the ball and read him right down the sideline and picked up that first down.
He finally got that block on that bubble. All right, so you got deuces right and left, and they're moving quick. Shotgun formation, going to motion to Tripp's left-hand side. He's looking to that side. He's thrown out to the flat again. Oh, it's great coverage, almost a pickoff. And I tell you what, that was a nice little defensive back. He kind of smelled it. It was a cover two, so he was playing the flats. And he saw when that little guy came running out there. He said, whoa, wait a minute, I might be able to pick this one up.
Tyree Savoy jumped up and almost got it, but Belaine, one of the Chargers, number 21, jumped right along with him but thought he had it, but the ground caused contact, and we're back under center.
So second down, deuces right and left. Panther, shotgun. There it is. It's a little slant pattern. He catches it. Oh, he missed the tackle and almost takes it coast to coast and was tripped up, and they're going to mark him down just outside the 20-yard line. The 21, where's it at here? Where are they moving that ball?
They're going to move it right to the 25. Kobe Moore.
Wow.
Kobe Moore caught that. He could have been in the circus. He was kind of juggling it and kept it and kept moving forward.
There we go. Jet sweep right. No, nothing there.
Give it back to Kobe Moore. And, he's going to lose. He's going to lose a half yard on that one.
He looks like he's shaking up a little bit, too, on that.
Yeah, he got smacked by number 72, Captain Safirin.
So here we go again. Trips left. Panthers are moving. They're on the 25-yard line. He's looking to the single receiver to the right-hand side. In and out of the hands. Not there. out of bounds, and he was out of bounds. The ball was thrown behind him.
He was at least able. Savoy was at least able to knock it down. It was like he caught the ball and spun around. But if he would have caught that, it would have been a great catch. But I'm glad he knocked it down because right there to catch the ball was Isaiah Simon.
Yep.
From the Chargers.
Kyrie used to play at Gateway. I've seen him make catches in practice. I'm like, what the heck was that? It was unbelievable the catches he used to make. He's a circus act. There we go. Back to pass again. They're just throwing up. Oh, the heat was on, so he just threw the ball up and away, and the people are screaming that there was some kind of...
There was a hold from where I saw. It looked like...
It was an uncatchable ball.
It was a non-catchable ball, and I agree, but he did have his arm held by number 13 for the Chargers, Mark Rowley, and... it could have been a foul, but the ball was overthrown by 6 yards. I don't agree. I think you got to let him play.
Yeah. Now, right now, it brings up a 4th down, and it also brings up a field goal attempt. This is going to be spotted at the 34-yard line, making it a 44-yard field goal if he can connect. I don't know if he has a leg. It's down. It's up. It's going to be spinning. It's too much spin on it. Oh, did he get it?
Kate.
No, just short. He's probably about 5 yards short on that. But you see the spin on that ball. It had too much, backspin on it. If a field goal that's hit perfectly is a lazy end over end. That one was like a top spinning. So he hit a little bit too low, and as a result, that cost him the distance. And
I saw him in practice
5 yards
early in the season, and they were very close to making. He was very close to making about a 55-yard field goal then. But a little bit of wind here tonight, I don't think that really helped either. But it's going to put the Chargers deep, right back at the 20.
Yeah, no harm, no foul on that one. All right, now here comes the Chargers in the power I formation. They had 2 up backs and a power back behind them, and they're just trying to say, now we're going to go back to what's got us here. We're going to try to just pound this ball. And they got some yardage on that one. That was nothing but Woody Hayes football.
That was number 23 for the Chargers. We got a hurt player. Looks like he's back up. Lizzie.
All right, so they gave him a couple on that. Again, Chargers are moving right to left on the radio dial. They have a 2-back set in front. They gave it to one of the up-backs this time, and now he's going to grind it, and he's going to get it out to about the 27-yard line. Chargers moving right to left on the radio dial. There's about 9 minutes and 30 seconds go before halftime in a scoreless ball game, which everything we thought it would be. Just good defense.
Lamar Jackson picked up 5 more yards for them, bringing up third and about a long 3.
Now, the keys of the game we've talked about, the keys of the game for the Panthers were to stop the running attack of the Chargers. The Chargers seem like they're stopping the passing attack, so things are doing all right here. There's a double power right again. He kicks it off the right-hand side. I think it's going to move the sticks. So that's first down for the Chargers, who are going to double tight end, double up backs, and it's almost like an inverted wishbone, and they're handing it to that deep back, and they're just powering the ball right now.
That's the 3rd running back on this series, Joe, Isaiah Simon for the Chargers. So they're mixing it up a little bit more in the backfield, trying to figure out what to do with this Panther defense.
They got to find a way to break it, and it looks like they found a little bit of a key here. Here comes the blitz. They got everybody in line for the Panthers, and they're going to hand that to power right again, and nothing but surge. They're trying to use a big fat lineman that like Dave said in pregame. They're about 275 across the board, and they're picking up some more yards.
That was number 33 on the carry, Emmanuel German, but he picked up another 4 yards, and we've talked about this in other games. If you can keep it on the ground and do 4-3-4-4, something like that, you'll move the ball down the...
An offensive play that's successful is a 4-yard gain, and that's what it's all about. Again, double power I, split left, long count, trying to draw him. Nice job. They didn't get him. Power right again, and they're about a yard short of that first down.
Let's get this back in there. They got one more back running the ball. It's going to be number 23, Elise, back from the backfield, and he's going to pick up, what is that, stat man? Looks like he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards on that, bringing up 3rd and 2.
Now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to lull them to sleep here because they got that double power eye. They got a man-to-man coverage on the side of their left. They're going to fake that and all of a sudden send it deep. Here it comes. It's 3rd and 1. Let's get the first down first. Quarterback sneak, and they're going to push him over the first down marker. It's going to be close, but I think they're going to move it.
Picked up 3 yards.
That was a quarterback sneak, and that power eye behind him decided to push him. And I didn't think you were allowed to do that, but I guess they let you get away with it more and more nowadays.
I think what actually happened is he was giving him the push, but as he went by, his guy just kind of threw his arms out, made it look like he was actually pushing him, and I think he was just kind of getting him out of the way. I don't know what that was about, but I think that's what it was.
So first down for the Chargers. Again, power eye right again. Oh, nice tackle. He just run through the line and picked him up and dropped him. That's a good old Bronco Nagorski tackle back in the olden days.
That was Elise caught right in the backfield by Kobe Moore, who's playing both ways tonight, and just caught him right back at the line of scrimmage. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line.
And that's the best tackle, I think. When you actually hit a guy, you pick him up, and you just slam him down on the ground. Tell me that isn't saying, hey, not today, buddy.
Yeah, good hit. Used good tackling for him on that play.
All right, again, 2 up backs, dotting the I behind him. They're giving it the up back now. He's going to find a crease off the right-hand side, and looks like he's moving the sticks again. He hit the middle and then popped it outside and got about 10 on that one, if not some.
He picked up 13 yards, Joe. It's going to take it down to the 41, up down to the Panthers' 41-yard line, and that was number 15 on the play, Lamar Jackson.
Now, doesn't he play for Kansas City?
Oh, we're going to have a water break here. We got a timeout here. We're 6:37.
Let's take a timeout to give our sponsors a chance to make some money here, right here on 99.3 ESPN. First down, and now they're going to hand it off again to the up back. Boy, these guys are quick moving. They get a first down and right back on the ball again, keep momentum on their side, and they're keeping the sticks moving. Now, from what I'm seeing, they're doing a straight power. They found something on the offensive right-hand side that there's a mismatch. And from what I'm looking at, they're doing a double team down on that tackle, and they're kicking out that end with those 2 power backs, and they have that little back dat in the eye running right behind it. And they've been methodically just pounding their way down the field. And now the Chargers find themselves on about it looks like the 16-yard line of the Panthers, and the Panthers got to make something happen here. They got to find a solution to this little power offense. Now they're going to the left-hand side, see if there's anything there. Oh, and he gets outside, and he gets it inside the 10. So now,
back-saving tackle by Savoy coming across. That's Lamar Jackson. To me, it looks like they're still trying to control Pierre and have given up trying to figure out what to do with Jackson. But when they did, Pierre went out on the outside. So not quite sure they have an answer yet what to do with this power.
Yeah, and if I'm the Chargers, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You keep on pounding it, guys, because they haven't found a solution yet. And now they're going to go right-hand side. And there he is. He's going to dance in the end zone. Touchdown.
Again, that's Jackson right through the center of the hole. And they were really thinking he was going to go to the left, and then he made that hole on the right. And here we are, 6-0 with 4:58 to go here in the second, Joe.
Wow, that was impressive. Now you can see why that the Chargers made their living on being a running team. They just showed you right there. They put in a double tight formation. They put 2 fullbacks in the game, and they just pounded it down their throats. That's power football. And again, they're going out at 2-point conversion. It's like an inverted wishbone is what I'd call it, but they got some powerful kids up leading the blocking here. And they're going up the left-hand side in the power. They hit him in the backfield, but there's a surge. He's going to make it? No, they come up strong. Nice shot, Panthers.
It looks like they stuck everybody at the line, and they were able to meet him right at the line, Joe. So no gain.
All right, so it's now the score of 6-0. Oh, keep it tuned right here. We got a great ball game on 99.3 ESPN. Chargers had his first score of the night. It's about a 60-yard drive of nothing but jamming it down your throat. Not one pass on that one. And the Chargers take a 6-0 lead. They went for a 2-point conversion and just came up short. Hit right at about the 1-yard line, and then the surge of the Panthers said, you're not getting it.
Joe, I think this is going to come back to bite them. You missed that 2-point conversion. It's only 6-0. This Cypress Lake Panther team is looking to score, and I think if they score, they will not, look for the 2. I think they're going to miss this 2 coming down and should have went for the field goal.
Well, maybe they don't have a kicker. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what this guy does. Chargers going to kick off right to left on the radio down. He kills it. It's hit to about the 25-yard line after a big bounce, and he's coming against the green, pulls it up over to 30.
It's their normal guy, Trevon Trotter, and Trotter was back and just caught the ball. He's their punt returner as well, so he was straight up the middle and right to it and went ahead and picked up 7 yards.
Isn't that weird? It was like a line drive kick. It was like a power kick. that was only probably about 10 feet off the ground all the way down. All right, come on, Panthers. Let's see if you can answer the call. They're going to come out in deuces and a shotgun formation. And, yeah, they're playing man-to-man over here on the Chargers side. They think they got better athletes. And they're going to stay in man. And it's basically a cover zero if you think about it. But they're giving them a lot of cushion. If you look at the actual where they're lined up, they're giving the number 2 receiver about 10 yards cushion. So they think the speed of their athletes are going to be able to make it happen. They're going to go motion to trips and hand up the middle. They're not going to control that. Oh, look at the ball's on the ground.
It's hard to tell. I couldn't tell.
The Chargers think they got the ball off, but I don't see the white hat saying it.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, my, that hurts.
It looked like he was still staying up, but I couldn't tell if his knee was down because there was so many players on the ground, and now you got an injured player holding. Matter of fact, he's holding his knee right now.
Come on, man, get up. You'll be all right. Walk it off. Well, it was just a straight handoff up the middle. It looked like it was a clean handoff, and he hit the line of scrimmage and got, I guess, jostled. We kind of missed it because it was a scrum, and all of a sudden you see all these white shirts getting up, pointing the other direction, and the referee agreed with him. Now, around Southwest Florida, do we have any scores or other playoff games? Dave, what do you got going?
The last update I got from Coach Jones over at Fort Myers was Fort Myers, just got an update right as we said that.
Yeah.
Fort Myers 21, North Fort Myers nothing.
No, we kind of saw that coming. Now, we had a poll for all of our fans out there, and we said, what team do you want us to actually, follow for the playoffs? And we put up Fort Myers, and we put up, Dunbar and Lehigh and Naples and, everybody through. And 63% of all of our fans said they wanted to be right here where we are tonight at the Cypress Lakes game. So it's all kinds of you guys out there in good old radio land. You're the ones who dictate what games we go and broadcast. If you have any suggestions for next year's games, let us know. We kind of called this one, though. We knew that Cypress was going to be a sleeper team. And I told Betty Rodriguez, I call her B-Rod, that I said, you're going to have a hell of a team this year. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, we got you at least 2 games on. So with that said, I think we call them right. But if you think you can have a game that you think you can call better than us, and you're telling us there's a sleeper team out there that we should take a look at, we always go to the off-season passing camps and things like that. So, we'll take a look at them, and we'll put them on the air.
Joe, I believe we did the right thing here by coming here. I mean, when was the last time?
Cypress has been on 2014.
Yeah, okay. So we went off here for some reason.
Signal good?
Yep.
Is he doing commercials at least? Plug in commercials.
When you want it done the right way, call Greenway.
Back to the action here.
It's going to be perfect.
Back to the action after the fumble. The Chargers have the ball 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line of the Panthers, and it's that power right. But, they stuffed it. They're finding a solution to stop that play. And I call it an auto. That's the terminology on defense, where your tackles line up, head up, and then they slant to the outside. And what that does, when that tight end tries to block down on a tackle that's slanting right in his face, it kind of creates a little bit of a mess. And that's what I think they did that last play.
Well, I think the last 2 series, and again, I've talked about this every game we've been at. If the ends stay home, and the big end they have tonight over on the other side is Joyce. Nick Joyce came in and was actually forced that play back to the middle.
Yep. All right, again, it's a power formation. They're going power right again. And he kept himself around the sideline. He faked it, and the quarterback came all the way around. I think I didn't catch him until he was running almost down the sideline, and he gets it all the way down to about the 25-yard line on a nice little misdirection fake handoff. Now, you know what? That's a lost art.
Ezenbu actually took it and put it right down on his hip.
Yeah.
And then kind of hit it and acted like he was just doing that good old-fashioned, looked like Dan Marino bootleg kind of the other way like he used to after he would hand the ball off, and then just took off down the sideline.
I think that's a lost art.
Yeah, it was a very
ball,
good.
And, pretend the other guy running back has it, and he runs like he's got it. It looked to me like he had it. That was a nice little execution. All right, again, it's a power I formation. And he's going to go, that's a counter this time. He went left and came back against the grain to the right.
That was Lamar Jackson again, picking up 5 yards, and Joe in the middle of the pack again. There's another flag. It's got to be a personal foul.
I tell you what, the Chargers, they look pretty strong right now.
They're going to get dinged here by the reaction of the huddle with 15 yards.
I'm still looking at the call. They're talking about it. There's 4 officials around, and they're saying, "What did you see?" No, what did you see? I didn't see that. I saw this. So, what do you do in those conversations? You know what I think they're talking about? They're talking about going to Twin Peaks tonight after the game.
Is that what they're talking about?
I would think so.
Drinks and scenic views. I think they're from. I think they're probably from up north.
So they got to know Twin Peaks is all over the country, but the best one is right here in Southwest Florida. Of course it is.
And we had Delaney the last couple of weeks, and she's from FGCU, and wow, so what great, exceptional service. You know, she told us the other night the beer was not 32 degrees and popped another one right in your hand.
29. I measured it.
Woo, it was great.
I measured it. So Delaney, the last name's Skladany. I said, look, we got to be related. How would you like to have a kid named Delaney Skladany? How cool would that be?
She's bubbly, so if you're out there heading out there tonight,
tell Delaney we said
hi and save us a 4-top because we'll be there soon.
All right, so it's power formation again. Here we go. The Panthers, they didn't even move the ball on that one. I don't think they even moved the ball.
No.
They called something, but they didn't know what it was. Hand off to the left-hand side, Power. Not much there. He gets it inside the 20-yard line, though.
Coyer actually picked up 1 yard, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
All right, now, did they have a field goal kicker? That's the question.
I did not see anybody warming up, and from what we've seen from the place kicker is he doesn't have much of a foot, so I believe they're just going to have to go for it.
And here it is, 3rd down, power I formation. Oh, he hit the slant power. I told you he's going to go for it. He's up in his jump ball. Did he get it?
No, incomplete pass.
No, incomplete. Remember I told you they're going to fake that little power and then just throw it up, and that's what they did, and it's incomplete. But I tell you what, it was good execution on both sides. He was there, but the defensive guy was right in his face, and it had to be a perfect throw to make it.
That was passing was intended for Dunham, and he just kind of bobbled it in the end zone. Going to bring up 4th and a long 6.
Yeah, they're going for it. Why wouldn't you? They're on the 20-yard line.
They're not giving up any field position if you really think about it.
They don't have a field goal kicker. That shows us there. Hey, they're digging in. The Panthers are coming in with everything. And he's going to same play. He's just going to throw it up and jump ball. Did he catch it? He's to the right-hand side, and the umpire says, yes, he did catch it on the side judge. And they're just going to move the sticks, and boy, I tell you what, those Chargers are happy.
That was for Mias, and it's going to take it right down to what looks like the 5-yard line or the 4-yard line, Joe.
Now, that was a back shoulder throw. He didn't really throw it so he could stretch out. He threw it, and the receiver actually came back for it, and that's what he kind of threw him open, so to speak, so it's 1st down. Power I formation again. Tight end left, and they're going to go to right-hand side. And surge, did he get it? Look at the surge.
They're going to mark him down right about the half-foot line, Joe.
Boy, that's just like a truck going through there. God bless the Panthers. They need some miracle to happen here. They got to have a fumble or something stupid happen.
That was Pierre. He hit the line like a freight train and was able to pick up 3 yards, so it's going to be down to the 1-yard line.
I tell you, Dave, we kind of thought that this would be an outcome. A running team.
Was a little slow to get started, and then some of the penalties, and you're right, it'd be a freight train, and here it is.
Here comes the power eye again, and they just have been abusing this formation and abusing this running play. He jumped up and over. Did he get it? Yeah, he did. Yep. He pulled a Walter Payton and jumped over the line, and that's going to get the second score for the Chargers.
It's going to be 12-0 with 1:38 left to go here in the first half, Joe. Very, very, very tight, close game, but I believe I'm going to put it out there. They're going to have to make this too, because I believe Cypress can come back after a few adjustments at halftime.
And Rhodes is a good coach. He will make the adjustments. Stick tuned for halftime because, that's always brought to us by Lifestyles and halftime adjustments, Dr. Dave Stuckey. Darren Stuckey, he's a good dude, man. Oh, a little hand up the middle for 2, and I think he got it. Yeah, they do. All right, so that's going to make it 14-0 in favor of the North Miami Beach Chargers right here before we go into halftime. So keep it tuned right here on 99.3 ESPN.